Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today we have a 20-minute warm-up yoga class, and I have a couple blocks handy so I may demo so you may class your own, and we're going to begin seated. So find your seat and maybe you want to sit up on a block, give a little relief in the knees. If you find that everything's riding high and you're uncomfortable, just try sitting up on something and grow a little through your spine. Get real tall, have a nice posture, roll those shoulders up and back, and rest your hands on your thighs for a moment. Let's just take a moment to arrive and notice how you feel now, and begin breathing. Take a big breath in through the nose, and out the nose. Breathing deeply in and out. Bring your hands to touch at heart center, and maybe set an intention for the class. Just maybe pick a word, something that pops into your mind that maybe you'd like to see more of in your life. And then inhale, fingers overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, look over your right shoulder, and then inhale, those fingers back through center, and exhale, twist the other way. Inhale through center, and then do a little forward fold. Tighten your fingers and core engage. Push your bum back into the floor, and then drop the head. Inhale, look forward, and let's switch the cross on our legs. So just the opposite way, the way that maybe feels a little weird. And let's do some spinal circles. Just pick any direction. Keep breathing and trying to move in a way that feels good. And then switch directions. Beautiful. Just come around to all fours. Wrists are under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure your fingers are bright and active, engaged. Maybe even like clawing the mat. They're so engaged. And the toes are curled under. We'll move through some cat-cows here. Tilt your toe bones. So we are neutral. Those toe bones to the sky. Press down and away. Let the hands really broaden across your chest here. You're a cow. And then pull in through your core, around behind the back to the heart. Drop the head. Cat. And really be pressing down so strongly. As exaggerated as you can be. And then go ahead and move between the two. At your own breath pace. And then meet in neutral spine. If you want to use blocks or practice with blocks, go ahead and grab them now. Our wrists are still going to be under our shoulders. And we're getting ready to press back into downward dog. Still want very active hands, and that makes it a little easier because you have to grip these blocks. And then lift the knees and send those hips back and then up. And you can keep your knees bent a whole bunch if you need to, or maybe you find that you can straighten your legs a little more with the blocks. Drop the head. Breathe. And then send your right toes to the sky and step through between your hands. Pivot the back foot in and then squeeze your legs, lift into warrior one. And then from here, make sure your front thighs, knee kind of rolling open. You can see your big toe when you look down, so you don't want your leg jutting in, rolling open, pressing strongly out the back heel. And then inhale your arms overhead. Breathing deeply. And then hands behind the low back. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and roll them onto your back. And begin to shift forward with the torso. And then either let the wrist come all the way over, or let the hands come off to the side of the mat. Keep the legs engaged though, so now put all the weight in your hands and breathe. And then come back around your front foot. Turn your back heel up, drop your back knee, press through your front heel, half splits. So that back knee is pretty much under your hip, not coming forward or backwards, but keeping a nice 90-degree angle there. Pressing out the ball of your front foot. Maybe dropping the head. Always breathing. Then inhale, shift forward, and then maybe raise on the inhale your fingertips all the way up. Maybe a little mini back bend. Look up. And then exhale, hands come back down to the blocks or around that front foot. Lift the back knee, step to plank. Pause and breathe. Several breaths here. Maybe play and rock side to side, or knee in the navel and pressing out on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, press out. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, press away. And then lower your knees and then come all the way down. Move the blocks over to the side for a moment. Forearms, elbows under shoulders. Press down, broaden across your heart. Breathe. One more deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Roll your right shoulder. And then roll your left shoulder. Roll your right. And then roll the left. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, float down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, float down. Just rest with your hands on forehead on your hands. Take 3 deep breaths, breathing deeply into your belly. Feel it expand into the earth. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Inhale, deep belly breath. Last time. Beautiful. Your hands under our shoulders. Lift up halfway. Come on all fours and get your blocks if you are using them, if you like that. Back toes curl under, knees under hips. When you're ready to come into our downward dog, lift the knees and the hips high. Press down strongly through your hands. Breathe. And then we're gonna send our left toes this time to the sky. And we're step through between your hands. Pivot the back heel in some. And then engage, squeeze, lift, inhale the fingers overhead. Warrior 1. Send up strongly. Slight rolling open, breathing. And cross the hands behind the low back. Pull the shoulders up, down. Come forward. And then bring the fingers out in front. Or the wrist up and over. Inhale, look up. Pivot the back heel up. So now we're over our front leg. Drop the back knee. Press through your front heel. Send your left hip back level. Knee under hips. Inhale, press down and away. That same sensation so we can broaden across our heart so we don't come forward all squeezed and hunched over, but bright, and we can't come forward anymore. And we can go ahead and drop the head. And then we're going to inhale, shift forward some. And we're prepare to squeeze those legs, engage, lift up, fingers high, maybe a little back bend. And then exhale, come back down, around your front foot, lift your back knee, step into plank. A few breaths here. And then lower the knees. Go ahead and set the blocks off to the side now. And we're going to prepare to do a little side plank. So to begin with, our body in one plane here. So my knees behind my left wrist. Scooted it over some, slightly turning my hand out some for my shoulder here, and then stepping that top leg back and balancing here, maybe the base of the hand, maybe step both legs together, or tree. Then back through a plank, pause, and then turn to the other side, starting that right knee down, hands slightly turned out, and then inhale. Left fingers high, maybe come into both legs together, or tree above the knee. And then back, your plank, widen the knees, toes touch, press back into child's pose. You just take some silver breaths here, resting your forehead on the earth or on a block if it doesn't come comfortably all the way down. And then press yourself up, and we're gonna scooch off to one side, draw the legs around out in front of you, and we're gonna prepare to lay down onto our backs. Extend your left toes out, draw your right knee into your right armpit and pause here for a moment. Breathing. And then draw your knee to your left armpit and pause here for a moment. Take a breath in and out. And then hook your toes in your knee crease and continue to draw that knee across your body, and then reach that right hand out. Look to the right. And inhale back through center. Straighten out, even out here. Get ready to do the other side. So extend your right toes long, right leg out, and then draw your left knee in to your left armpit. Or thereabouts. Now, draw the knee towards your right armpit and pause, take a breath here. And then hook those toes in the knee crease and draw that knee. Continue to draw it across the body. Reach your left hand out, maybe look to the left. And then come back to center, and this time cross your right ankle just above your left knee. Pick that left foot off, reach your right hand through the hole, left hand comes around, maybe grab your hands, maybe just clasp around the legs. Keep your feet flexed, breathing into your sensations. And then coming done, we're gonna switch sides. Left ankle above right knee, feet flexed. Pick that right foot off, left hand through, right hand comes around. Thread the needle, figure 4. Breathing. And come on now. Cactus the arms, feet as wide as the mat. Tick-tock the knees from left to right. The exhale, they fall. The inhale, through center. And then hug yourself into a little ball here. Hold your breath. Squeeze your muscles tight. When you can't hold it any longer, we're going to release out into our Savasana. Final resting pose. Feet roll out, palms turn up. Take a moment to try to find your most comfortable position here. Maybe shoulders slightly roll under. Maybe you want knees knocked in or something under, like a bolster. Find your Savasana shape and just take a moment to completely let go, and I'll guide you out in just a few moments. Breathe into sensations that arise and enjoy. Stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like, or to come out, roll to your right side and pause and take a breath. And then use your hands to put yourself back to a seated position. Taking a moment to notice the difference between the beginning and now, if there is one. No judgment. All right. The light within me sees and recognizes light within you. Take care.